Hello everyone, it is February 8th, 1942, in a continuing struggle against the Empire of Japan. Let's see what this turn has in store for us. Start out with the naval movement phase. And it looks like he's launching midget submarines at Noumea. I have a lot of different task forces at Noumea, so it might be a good move for him. However, one of them is caught by the sub chasers first. Look at all these subs. Looks like another one makes it to Noumea's harbor, but also takes damage there. And unable to find the HA-5. There at Noumea. A little bit of night bombing. Starting out with his sallies on Rangoon. Looks like we're taking some out with flak, which is nice to see. Not a lot of damage done. Another one destroyed by flak, yeah. I have a lot of flak at Rangoon right now. I brought in a bunch of additional flak from AA, I should say, from Cape Town and other places, so lots of AA guns there. HA-5 is now found and takes 2 hits. Yeah, hopefully we'll clean up these little midget subs before they cause too much trouble. So, what is disappointing is I created task force, I put a lot of ships in around Singapore to try to catch his battleships that got hit by mines last turn. However, it doesn't look like any of them made the intercept. Which means that that task force is not slowed down and I may not catch them with my blades, so that's disappointing. He sweeps Rangoon. I lose 4 Warhawks for only 2 Oscars. 4 sweeps go in. Looks like my Warhawks are again going to take it on the chin. And we trade evenly with the Oscars 1Ds. I sweep at Nanning, taking out an Oscar. And he's bombing Manila. That'll probably be the next big target now that Clark Field's gone. Some good hits on my runway there. Swooping with zeros at Rangoon, but just loses a 0 without taking out any of my aircraft. You can see I have a lot of planes here at Singapore now. I did that because I was hoping that I'd be able to launch some strikes at this group right here, this battleship task force. I don't know if I'm going to be in range though. I'm certain my wildebeest will be out of range. I might be able to hit him with my swordfish. Lose a couple planes for only an Oscar. He's still bombing me here in northern China. So here's my swordfish. 18 go out, well escorted by hurricanes. Oh, but they're out of torpedo range. They're just going to drop bombs and be pretty ineffective. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, and I lose, looks like 4 planes between the flak and the escort. I do my own bombing in China, doing good damage to his LCUs here north of Sian. Some of my French float planes go after this invasion TF at the Solomons, but don't make contact, which is a shame. When I go after the Lay airfield, unfortunately these Liberators are not well escorted. Only one gets through, the other one gets destroyed. More sweeps at Rangoon. And again, he takes out 2 of my planes with only 1 loss of his own. 45, Liz is coming. Liz are the heavy bomber that the Japanese get in Focus Pacific, and it looks like he's able to use it with great success. He's going to really trash my runway here. Yeah, 42 runway hits. Looks like 6 Liz's go down. But yeah, I'm going to have to be careful. Those Liz's can be really deadly. More Swordfish go in, this time without escorts, and they're going to get handled by these roofs. Disappointing. Yeah, 8 Swordfish gone. So sad. Some Dutch bombers also make the assault, but they land a bomb, but it doesn't really do any damage whatsoever. And we lose 1 to flak. A few more come in, lose another 1 to flak, no hits. Bombing here at Moulmein, where he has an LCU. It's in really good terrain though, so I'm not going to do a lot of damage until it crosses the river into this clear hex there. Yeah, no dice. Finally 1 hit, definitely not worth it. Swordfish again come in, but can't hit anything with their bombs. my French float planes are not doing a good job there. More Oscars sweep Singapore. And we destroy 5 of them while losing 3 of our own. So a little anticlimactic turn. So a couple disappointing things happens. I create some surface task forces at Singapore last turn, thinking that they would slow down this TF and keep them in torpedo range of Singapore. That did not happen. I also ran into a bunch of surface task forces to try and intercept this task force before it left Singapore, but it snuck out without any intercepts. No naval combat there. So yeah, that was disappointing. Down here in New Guinea, I had hoped to catch the transports still unloading, but they all left, and so they're now out of range of my dive bombers down here. And then here, I have some French float planes that were supposed to attack these invasion task forces. They did, but they did absolutely no damage, so that was disappointing. So yeah, not pleased with how we did all around, but we didn't lose anything big today either. Yet. We'll see what happens in the rest of the ground phase. Deliberate attack at Singapore here. I think that may be a little too early. I would have rested his troops a little bit more, but he still has overwhelming AB, so he still could get good results here. The ground combat phase always takes a while, so just be patient with it as it resolves. Here we get into the actual combat phase of it after the bombardment phase of the land combat. Looks like I lose another unit destroyed. Someone's engineers go down. He probably lowered forts again. They did, yeah, to 4. Another 1 to 2 attack. And one of my units is destroyed. Losses are kind of a wash, 78 to 69. He definitely has more disabled squad, that's to be expected. But I lose a lot more non-combat squads, he loses more engineers, and he loses a few more vehicles and not as many guns destroyed. So Singapore, not as tough as I'd like it to be. He's just brought, again, overwhelming AV, 5,000. If it was 3,000, I think he initially actually brought something close to 6,000 before the first assault. But yeah, too much for me to hold out, and Singapore will probably fall in the next couple of weeks, I would imagine, now that it's already down to Forts 4 after being Fort 6 just a few days ago. Japanese shock attack here at the end of this rail line, and this unit's completely destroyed, wiped out there. Deliberate attack at Manila. It's been a while since the Manila attack. Now that he's taken Clarkfield, we're going to see all that AV come down to Manila. It's not here yet, it looks like. And I would have waited, if I was him, until I had those additional troops from Clarkfield. He gets 1 to 2 odds, does reduce fortifications to 2. Yeah, casualties look actually to be in his favor. Despite the number, he only loses 27 destroyed combat squads. I lose 87. And I also lose more guns. So, not a great result at Manila either, and Luzon's days are numbered. Deliberate attack, my troops north of Sian, they're going to get handled really easily. Yep. And another bombardment attack in Nanyang. That looks like it for the turn. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care, everyone.